For the first couple of sprints in my new role, I was genuinely afraid that I was going to miss. And this last sprint, I completed all my story points calmly. I'm going to put you in my shoes, the old me, and the previous sprints. I just felt like every time it was difficult to get anything done because I would keep getting stuck following the Confluence documentation or the onboarding story, and I needed to ask somebody really. And one, I'll have to wait for them, and two, I feel bad for not completing it on time or that I needed a huge dependency. And I keep trying it with AI, and it goes in circles, and I was getting more frustrated, and I have more meetings to go through to attend or to listen in or in our stand-ups or story reviews, and it just became such a headache to think about, oh wow, each time I'm actually going to not going to do it because I cannot do any one of the stories myself, honestly. And the story points it is given me does not equate to the amount of time that I need. I felt like I needed twice as much of the time, if not more time than that, to complete the story points. And this last sprint felt somewhat different, really. I was able to complete my story points on time, and because I think, and without stressing really as much. I did worry and think about it somewhat is on whether or not I'm going to make it and be good, or I'm going to continuously fall short, right? And the difference here was I asked for more work, so I have more story points. I have more of my backlog that I could work with. Each time I get stuck, I immediately switch to a different story and began progressing on that instead of asking AI, or instead of feeling more frustrated and wasting time on trying to debug or troubleshoot or figure it out myself, when I really the best guidance is to wait for a senior engineer. And I think this shift really happened quietly. I asked for more work. I started to do more stories, and it wasn't really different implementation, but I just make sure that I had enough every day to work with, right? Whether that's one story from one implementation or another, a number of different ones that are another implementation, that I always had something to do. And each time I get stuck, I made sure that I would reach out to the right POC after I gave it a shot myself to start or to debug and to give my best. What actually changes here wasn't that the work was getting easier, it was my approach. I prioritized my times around meetings. I knew right away, right? I had stand-ups, I have story reviews Monday and Wednesday, and it's in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, so each day. And right, this takes up a lot of time. If I'm not careful around planning it, then I really waste it. And second, I want to really be mindful of how and when I reach out for help. When do I reach out for help versus when I will keep on going and keep on testing it or keep on trying to make it work myself for the story implementation. And I find that just through this process, and I have more work to do, so I was never just sitting and waiting and not doing anything. And through this process, each time I have a KT or have somebody, when somebody help me with something, or they show me this way to get all the tags, get all the resources, and just show me how they do it, and I get a deeper understanding a better foundation now to go through, or to fix the pipelines, to fix the CI and CD and what to add and what does it do. And it just makes me feel more better, more familiar and more confident for me to do it. And I also build that kind of relationship that I'm learning from someone else, and I am eager and motivated to figure this out, right? So hopefully I don't have to bug them too much, but this process just builds, really, the repetition really helps me grow and be more confident now in my new role. If you're panicking right now that you won't hit your story point, or your team is just too demanding, and you wish that you're on your old team, and you wish that you don't have to go to work or do your stories or just show up, it's take a breath and try to relax, and still show up every day and give the best that you can. The calm will return, and you and we will get more adapted, and we'll figure out the way that help, right? Whether that's maybe asking for more work will help, or prioritizing your time, or just be honest that, hey, this is really taking me so much time. I cannot really do it this sprint because I keep getting stuck, and right, and that I needed guidance, right? This is all good communication, and it'll build the foundation that we need to grow and adapt in the role. So this is my take. I hope this helps you, and yeah, subscribe if you like this and if you want to see more real on the job content.